Well, apart from connectivity, which is one of the key focuses, Prime Minister Narendra Modi goes to Myanmar. He will be in Myanmar today post the BRICS summit. He will also be picking up the issue of the Rohingya crisis, which has worsened in recent days. Now, reports indicate that Myanmar has blocked all United Nations aid agencies from delivering vital supplies of food, water and medical supplies to the thousands of Rohingya Muslims who are presently facing persecution and some say even a genocide in the Rakhine province of Myanmar. The United Nations had halted distributions in the northern Rakhine province after militants had attacked the government forces on the 25th of August, and the army responded with a counter-offensive that has been termed as nothing short of ethnic cleansing in the Rakhine province that has killed hundreds of people in just the last 10 days of violence. The Office of the United Nations Resident Coordinator in Myanmar has said that deliveries have been suspended because the security situation and the government field visit restrictions have rendered the United Nations unable to distribute aid and assistance to the people who have been affected by the violence. And also, according to the activists in northern Rakhine province, there are reports of at least another 30,000 Rohingyas who are presently trapped in the hilly terrain without any basic supplies of food, water or medicine. And also, this is one of the deadliest outbreaks of violence in the area for decades, and the military has been accused of committing atrocities against the persecuted Rohingya minority community. Now, tens of thousands of whom have fled burning villages to neighboring Bangladesh, many with bullet wounds, is what has been reported. But also the Nobel Peace Prize laureate Aung San Suu Kyi, who is presently the de facto leader in Myanmar, has come under increasing international pressure for her failure to forcefully speak on the issue or even to condemn the violence that is now being inflicted upon the Rohingya community. The Muslim women in the Indonesian capital have staged a protest outside Myanmar's embassy in Jakarta in support of the Rohingya minority. An Islamic group called the Friends of Muslim Rohingyas have organized the rally, and the protesters have demanded that the Indonesian government take a stronger stance against what they've called the persecution of the Rohingyas in Myanmar. Chechnya in Russia has also seen thousands of people who gathered to take part in a rally in support for the Rohingya Muslims. The crowd chanted anti-Myanmar government slogans and stayed in the streets for several hours. In India as well, protesters have taken to the streets of Kolkata on Monday to protest against the persecution of the Rohingyas. Raising slogans, students and human rights activists gathered outside the office of the Consulate General of Myanmar in the city and burned posters of leader Aung San Suu Kyi and former United Nations Chief Kofi Annan, who's also presently heading a commission that has been set up by the Myanmarese government to look into what they are saying is essentially violence from both sides. Now, the protest comes as Prime Minister Narendra Modi is visiting Myanmar for his first bilateral talks with the leader in Myanmar, Aung San Suu Kyi.